Hello everyone, I'm Frank, this is my garden. If you've been following along, you'll know that I'm trying to make a little veg patch, sustainable sort of garden out here, grow some food, do some good things and get my health a bit better. So what I'm going to do, you can see I've raked this big sort of line of weeds and vines and stuff, and I thought today I might have a little fire. So I've got my my little bin up. Got some water just in case, because I'm far away from a hose, so in case something goes awry, and I've got a garden fork just to help shovel it in. So I guess that's the plan for the day, just do a bit of that and do a little bit of other maintenance once it gets going. So I got some cardboard, I got some there's plenty of twigs around, there's plenty of sticks, so fingers crossed it shouldn't be too hard to get going, but you know, of mice and men, let's see what happens.
I spent a bit of time getting a bed of coals nice and hot at the bottom, but sadly the ivy was just far too wet to get a proper fire going, so after a while I decided to abandon it and start something else.
Hello everyone, I'm back again today. If you don't know me, I'm Frank, this is my garden, and yesterday I chopped down all these branches high using my last video, or one of the videos before, and today I'm going to have a go at see if I can get this chainsaw started and make big bits of wood into smaller bits of wood so I can carry them and put them somewhere else. Here we go.
After replacing the fuel in the chainsaw, I started cracking back on, but what you can't quite see from this video is the bit of ground I'm standing on is really quite steep and quite difficult to sort of manage. So I was taking my time, sort of having a bit of an assess, working out which heavy bits were feasible, and decided the best plan of attack was to approach this from another angle. So here I am coming from the downhill part of the garden, and initially what I'm trying to do is just tackle some of the thinner twigs that are in my way before being able to get a go at the thicker branches. So I just essentially what I'm doing here is slowly, sort of methodically tackling some of the branches, and I'm moving them back. I've got a dead hedge behind me, or you know, a load of just old wood stacked there, so I'm just putting this out the way for now on there with the hope of coming back and chopping it up when I've got a bit more time, or you know, using it for something. But realistically, where the wood is at the moment is quite precarious, it's in the way, so I just want to get it moved and get it safe realistically. So it's a lot of brain work and a lot of body work, thinking about, you know, where the weight of the branches are and where they're going to roll if they do roll, and which branches to cut. So I'm not going to end up underneath a stack of wood and wait for my partner to come find me. So yeah, it was pretty enjoyable though, I do have to say, seeing some progress and seeing what was a mess slowly end up into a cleaner, neater, sort of more manageable site. So yeah, it's quite enjoyable. I thought working with the chainsaw initially was going to be a bit scary. I haven't done too much chainsaw work, but I do say I kind of enjoy it. I've been aching to get back out there with it, and the reason I haven't been out there with it, as you'll find out now, because in a few seconds time you're going to see why, and that is because of this. So that was the end of my chainsawing for the day. So yeah, I moved what I could from the branches and decided, well, you know, I am going to be defeated, I ain't going to give up and go in, and decided why not try and move some tree stumps. So this is what I did next, was got up a pickaxe and managed to pull up a few tree stumps. And then I tried this third one, and boy did it test me.
So I'm pretty tired, guys. I think I might have to call it a day today. I've managed to get 2 stumps up, so I managed to rip these up. They were clearly older stumps, so the roots are kind of rotted a bit and it came up a bit easier. These are clearly haven't been cut that long ago. So yeah, they're definitely alive, and they've got a bit more vigour to them, so it's a bit harder to cut. But you know, it's been a bit of a bitty day. I'm not sure how I'll edit this together, but it started out with trying to have a fire, but because most of this stuff is still quite wet under the top, where it has been raining non-stop for a few months, other than a few days of sunshine we've just had, it's pretty wet, so it didn't really work. I've tried to chop up all of these, and then the chainsaw pulley came off, so I need to go fix that. And then I've decided to dig up some roots, so some tree stumps. So there's been success, there's been stuff happening in the garden, but it's been a bit bitty. So I do feel in some ways quite good though, because I feel like I could have, at the first failure, just gone back in, or the second failure, or the third failure, But I think gardening is one of those jobs where there's always a million things to be doing, so I'm learning if one thing doesn't work, just jump to the next one, and progress will happen. It's slow, but it'll get there. So until next time, guys, see you then.